Yeah. So I wanted to make a video, right? It's gonna be short. So I got this homeboy, right? Mind you now, I'm 23, like I said. My homeboy is 32. Just turned 32, so he's gonna be 33 late next year, right? And his wife is what? 40. His wife is 40, right? Very cool lady, very pretty, you know, decently attractive. And I believe that they have 3 kids together, right? Before he put 3 in her, she had 1 before, right? So just giving you a quick, little summary. So basically, I work with dude, right? And he's one of my closest homies, right? I'm not gonna call his name or anything for the sake of his privacy. But every time he come to work, right? He's a very cool ass dude, bro. Right? Cool ass dude. And he don't really get mad about a lot. But anytime he do get mad, it's about the same shit. My wife, my wife, my wife. And he's a white guy, by the way. So, he be saying funny shit like, he come to work and be like, yo, the wife's a pain in my ass, man. Shit. He just be cussing all day long. So he came to me the other day and told me some, like a story I found pretty incredible, right? That, mind you now, his wife is like 41 years old. She's decently attractive, but he brings all the bread to the house. He pays all the bills, take care of her and the 3 kids. And she's constantly on him. Like I'm going off what he tells me. He tells me that she's constantly going through his phone and making him unfollow women on Instagram and Facebook, like women he went to school with that he haven't even spoke to in 15 years, and all type of stuff like that. Like anytime he likes pictures, she's all on his meat, all on his back, just giving him a hard time. To the point where she has no, okay, so one time, okay, so I want to say for like a whole week, cause I don't really know their business like that, right? Cause I don't sit there and gossip with him, but I'm going off what he told me. So one time for like a whole week, or 2 weeks, they were going through some problems, and what put the icing on the cake was one night he was working, and the people that he was working with ain't do their job properly, so it forced him to stay overnight. Well, not overnight. It forced him to stay overtime. Right? My shift was naturally longer than his. So I would stay there about 2 hours after he would leave. But on this particular night, he was there for at least an hour and a half, 2 hours, at least an hour and a half, and it takes him about 30 minutes to drive home. Right? 25 to 30 minutes to drive home. Right? So I guess he went home and his wife was giving him hell, right? Hold on. I skipped a part of the story. So basically, I forgot to tell you that this dude, he has a side job, and he brings in extra money. But the extra money he brings in, he works at nightclubs sometimes. And mind you now, his wife doesn't have a job, and he has a full-time job, and he gets paid every night, well, almost every night, cash at the club to do security, right? Like he's like legit security. He'd be out there with the big info and shit. But anyway, that's past the point. So she be on his meat, be on his back about him working at the strip club and all this stuff that shit that she don't approve of. All right, so going back to what I was saying. So one night, he told me that he stopped working at the strip club because of his girl. So he's gonna be slow on finances. He's only able to get the bills paid. The strip club money was able to keep him, keep his head more than just his neck above water. He was able to have some spending money and shit like that. But with his full-time job, he just has enough to pay for groceries and rent, light, stuff like that. Right? So his girlfriend made him quit the stripper job, And like I said, going back to the night when he stayed overtime, she started tripping, right? She started tripping real bad to the point, and mind you now, they're grown-ass people, right? And the next day at work, he had to come to me like we were in high school. And I'm not, making fun of him or anything, because I empathize with him. But it just goes to show like what happens when you dedicate your time to a single woman. Like, he comes to me like we're in high school, like, yo, Sko, hey man, yo, so we ain't do overtime last night, Sko? Like, trying to get me to prove to his wife that we did overtime. Of course I said, yeah, he was here. You know what I'm saying? But it's just so crazy that she was on his back about it. And guess what she was saying? 40-year-old woman, right? Threatened him, talking about she want to go dance. Talking about she want to go dance, she want to go strip. Because she can't find no job, and she's not going to sit here and put up with his bullshit. Right? Talking about she want to go strip. So he's, he turned pink in his face. Like, yo, man, listen, if this bitch actually goes, this is his word for, he says word for word. Yo, if this bitch actually go do this shit, like, bro, I might just put my hands on her, or something along the lines of that, right? And he's a smart enough dude not to do it, but it's just crazy. Like, this your baby mama, you married her, and look what Shawty's putting you through. She said she want to go dance. Like literally, what kind of shit is that? All right, but that's the story I want to speak about today. This is just another story that I've personally experienced. Just to give you a reason why my view is shaped the way it is, right? People think, oh yeah, oh, you're hurt. You're going off of your personal experience. It's not only my personal experience, it's everyone's personal experience. It's my uncles, my dad, my cousins, my neighbors, my friends, the teachers that used to teach me in school when I used to speak to them about their divorces, right? It's a lot of people have the same problem, right? So yeah, enjoy the yacht, man.